You're standing at the fruit stand, staring at two watermelons that seem unfairly priced. One is only a bit wider, yet the seller wants much more for it. Rip-off, or one of the best bargains hiding in plain sight. Here's a quick market puzzle. Two watermelons sit side by side. One is 25% larger in diameter, but the seller wants only 50% more money for it. At first glance, that bigger melon can feel overpriced, because we notice width immediately and assume the rest scales the same way. But watermelons are not flat circles on a table. So which one is actually the smarter buy for your money? The trick is to stop thinking about the melon as just a wider shape. A watermelon is a three-dimensional object, so when its diameter grows, that change affects width, height, and depth all at once. That means the amount of fruit inside does not rise by just 1.25 times. It rises by the cube of that change. So instead of multiplying by 1.25 once, we need to apply that growth 3 times. Now let's calculate the actual amount of fruit. We take the diameter increase 1.25 and multiply it by itself 3 times. That gives 1.953125. So the larger watermelon does not contain a little extra fruit. It contains almost double the volume of the smaller one. That is the key turning point in the puzzle, because the visual size difference seems modest, but the inside grows much faster than most people expect. Next, compare the two increases directly. The fruit amount rises to about 1.95 times the original, while the price rises to only 1.5 times the original. That means the bigger melon's contents are growing faster than its cost. In other words, each extra dollar is buying more fruit, not less. Once you line up volume against price, the comparison becomes much clearer, and the bargain starts pointing strongly in one direction. So the final verdict is simple. The larger watermelon is the better bargain. Its diameter is only 25% bigger, but that translates into almost twice the volume, while the price is only 50% higher. Since the amount of fruit increases more than the cost does, the value per dollar is better on the larger melon. In this puzzle, the smarter purchase is not the cheaper looking option. It is the larger one. This puzzle hides how your eyes can betray your logic. If that kind of false assumption fascinates you, click the video on screen for another everyday paradox that feels obvious, until it completely breaks your intuition.